Have you ever wondered why it feels like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get ahead? Every new year comes, and you promise yourself, this will be the year I make it happen. But somehow, things just stay the same. You start strong, but by the end of the year, you're back to where you started. Why is that? What's really holding you back? Is it the world around you? Or could it be something much deeper? Something you're not seeing? Well, I'm about to drop a truth bomb that might shake you up. It's not the world that's against you, it's you that's been standing in your own way. Stick around, because this is the wake-up call you need. I'm not here to motivate you, I'm here to challenge you. The year 2025 could be your year, but only if you're ready to do what it actually takes. Let's get started. Part 1. The truth about your time and effort. A lot has changed, and the world isn't the same as it used to be. But not in a good way. Everything has become gray, and to be honest, so have we. Somewhere along the way, we lost our spark, and we've just been going through the motions. Look, if you're being honest with yourself, you probably feel it too. Every new year, we hear the same thing. Next year will be my year. Yet, it never really is. Not in 2023, not in 2024, and it won't be in 2025 either, unless you force it to be. So here's the deal. Give me a bit of your time, and I'll force you to lock in for 2025. But let's get one thing straight. This isn't some motivational pep talk. I'm not selling you a sugar rush. Motivation is fleeting. What I'm offering you is something real. The tools, the perspective, and the kick in the teeth you need to make this your actual year, for real. Now, I'm not going to be too hard on you. I know you've been trying. Well, at least you think you have. Maybe you started that fitness plan, but quit after 2 weeks because life got busy, or you set some goals, but they were vague enough to be ignored, like, I want to be better. Better at what? Breathing? You've been doing that since birth. See, trying isn't enough. If you're only half-assing it, you're not failing because life is unfair. Although, yeah, it is. You're failing because you're waiting for life to align itself around your vibes. But it won't. You need to align yourself with your goals, and to do that, you need to start where it matters most, your time. You're probably used to saying, I don't have time, but let's get real for a second. You had time to scroll TikTok for 3 hours yesterday. You had time to rewatch that same show for the 4th time because it's absolute cinema. You had time to stare at the ceiling thinking about how you have no time. Did you catch that? You have time. You're just bad at using it. If we do the math, you have 24 hours in a day. Let's say you sleep for 8 hours, if you're lucky, work, or go to college for 8 hours and spend 2 hours eating and existing. That leaves you with 6 hours. Now ask yourself, what are you doing with them? If you can't answer that without stuttering, there's your problem. We live in a time where you can learn literally anything for free, or close to it. Want to start a business? There are tutorials, templates, and even AI tools that will practically walk you through the process. Want to get fit? There are apps, YouTube channels, and communities that will keep you accountable. Want to learn a new skill? Platforms like Coursera, Skillshare, or even TikTok, if you're following the right creators, have got you covered. So why are you using your phone to scroll aimlessly instead of leveling up or clicking that subscribe button below this video? Technology isn't the enemy here. You are. Your phone is a tool, but if you treat it like a toy, it'll treat you like a joke. Part 2. The power of systems and consistency. Even then, tools are just tools. They're useless without a plan. And that brings us to the next point. Systems. Saying, I want to save money is cute, but what's your plan? Are you tracking your expenses, automating savings, or are you just hoping your bank account will surprise you like a pop quiz on a Monday? The same goes for fitness, learning, relationships. Goals are useless without systems. Systems are what make you show up on the days you don't feel like it. They're the boring routines that actually get results. The meal preps, the study schedules, the workout plans, they're what separate the people who achieve from the people who talk about achieving. And speaking of that, let's quickly talk about the grind and why you should embrace it. Most of what will make you successful isn't exciting. It's boring. It's repetitive. It's waking up early to work out when you'd rather sleep. It's saying no to plans so you can study. It's putting in effort when no one's clapping for you. The grind isn't supposed to feel good. It's supposed to feel necessary. And the sooner you stop expecting every step to be fun, the sooner you'll start seeing results. Of course, the grind doesn't have to be the same old-fashioned way. Times have changed. You need to recognize the massive potential and opportunities right in front of you. But here's the thing. We're living in the most resource-rich era of all time. There's no excuse for being ignorant or stagnant. You want to make more money? Opportunities are everywhere. Want to learn coding, public speaking, singing, dancing, drawing, editing, animating, writing, talking to girls, touching grass? Free tutorials exist. You want to get better at anything? Google it. Even if it's not always accurate, you'll still learn something. Can you see it now? You're not struggling because there's a lack of opportunities. You're struggling because you're not grabbing them. And no, scrolling through success content isn't the same as taking action. You might be watching this video, listening to my advice, but are you actually putting in the work? Stop being a passive consumer of inspiration and start being an active participant in your own life. Part 3, embrace sacrifice and full commitment. There's still one problem. People avoid taking real action because they've been sold this idea of balance. They think they can balance everything: work, life, growth, and rest. It's not that easy, and honestly, it's kind of overrated. If you want something badly enough, you have to let other things slide. It doesn't mean burning out, but it does mean prioritizing like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. You're not going to achieve your goals by squeezing them into the cracks of your schedule. They need to be front and center, not an afterthought. To do that, you need to answer one big question. Am I really trying? It's easy to say you're trying, but are you really? Or are you just dabbling? There's a difference between effort and consistent effort. One gets you short-term results, if that. The other transforms your life. Be honest with yourself. If you're not where you want to be, is it because the world is against you? Or is it because you're not fully committed? Are you the lamest version of yourself? Or are you the lamest because you're only half committing? You can't half commit and expect full results. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not, but I can confidently say that I'm the best version of myself I've ever been. And a big part of that is because I stopped waiting for life to hand me success and started forcing it. If I can do that, what's stopping you? Honestly, we're not that different. This is just a wake-up call. I'm not going to end this with some cheesy line like, "You've got this. You might not have this." That's up to you. But what I can say is that if you decide to lock in, really lock in, 2025 can be the year you stop saying, "Next year will be my year," and start saying, "This year is mine." The world isn't going to fix itself for you. It's gray and colorless, and that sucks. But you're smart, you're strong, you're adaptable, and most of all, you're a cutie. You can fix yourself, and maybe that will bring a little color back into everything else too. So are you in? Or are we having the same conversation next year? You tell me. So in the end, the question remains, what will you do with 2025? Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone? Are you ready to face your fears, insecurities, and sometimes sacrifices in order to achieve what you truly want? Because if you don't, you'll fall back into the same old path, dreaming about a better future but never actually reaching it. We all have goals and dreams, but what's important is not the dreams themselves, but the actions you take every single day. You might not see results immediately, but if you persist, keep working hard, keep following your systems and plans, you will reach your destination. And when you look back, you'll realize that the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the moments of failure, and the sweat that dripped down were all worth it. 2025 could be your year, but only if you make it so. So stop waiting for a miracle. Stop letting life happen to you. Create your own miracle and start acting right now. No one is going to do it for you. You are the one who decides. So stop hesitating, step outside, and do what you promised yourself. You deserve to live the life you've always wanted. Make 2025 your year.